Yo, what's good, fam? Look, if you came across this video and you started your week feeling like, let's just get this shit over with, bruh. I cannot wait till Friday. What the fuck? If that sounded like you because you're not happy with your life, you frustrated with where you are, what you look like, what you're doing in your life, I want you to understand I'm going to share 3 things in this video that if you take it and run with it, will change your 2026, will change your life forever. Because it's all on you at the end of the day. And the first thing I want you to understand, if you're gonna have a better life, you gotta get clear with what it is you wanna do. That's step number 1. A lot of you all have vague things that you want. Man, I just wanna be in a better place. Man, I just wanna have a lot of money. Man, I just wanna have a relationship. That's not detailed enough. And I'm telling you because I did all of those things. Life starts responding and things start changing when you get clear and detailed with what it is you want. Man, I want to live a lifestyle where I can make 100K or make 6 figures and not have to go to a job that I hate to do it. I can actually do it through my hobby or this talent that I have. I can have the freedom where I don't have to choose things based off of what I'm making, and I have the choice and the freedom to get what it is I want. I can take a vacation when I want. I don't have limitations. I have a relationship with somebody that's loving and they support me. They're affectionate, very detailed. I'm able to go on 1 to 2 dates a week. I have a girl that's XYZ. You plug in whatever you got to be detailed with what the fuck it is you want. A lot of y'all believe in God, believe in the universe, whatever it is. Y'all go with y'all's stuff and okay, you can't even get what the fuck you want, because I would picture it like this. God's looking at you like, what is this? If you go to the restaurant, you don't just say, I want food, I'm hungry. No, I want chicken and rice. I want shrimp and whatever the thing is. I want a seafood platter with fish, salmon, shrimp, a side of red rice. I'm probably telling on myself that I'm from the South. As you can tell by the order. I'm just giving out the first thing I can come with. But you see what I did as an example? A detailed list of what it is you want. So simple, so clear that an elementary school kid can understand what it is you want your life to look like. That's step number 1. You have got to clarify what it is you want. Step number 2, you got to get to a point where you look at, once you know what it is you want, because some of you, don't get me wrong, you're clear, you understand what it is you want. Once you know what it is you want, after that, that shit is irrelevant. Put that shit on ice. You don't need that anymore. The main focus that you need to focus your attention on after you know what it is you want for your life is looking at the identity of the person that you need to be, to have that, to look like that, to be that, all of it. You got to look at, okay, what would this person be doing? I'll give some examples. If you somebody where you said you want to lose 20 pounds, you want to get shredded, have a summer body where you have a strong build, you have a slim midsection, a flat stomach, all of these things, okay, first thing you would look at, okay, what would that person be doing? They probably be working out consistently, okay? So I know I need to work out, 5 days a week, maybe 6 days a week. I know I need to be going to the gym, working out, okay? If I'm gonna lose weight, if I'm gonna put on muscle, all of these things, I probably can't be eating fast food every day. So I'm gonna make sure that I have to be eating a certain way if I'm gonna actually see the result. So I can't make sure I'm not eating fast food every day. I'm eating something that's nutritious, that's gonna actually fuel and feed my body. You know, fruits, proteins, vegetables, I'm gonna be eating those. The version that I wanna be that will look like this, that's probably how they would be eating. I'd probably be making sure I'm getting rest too. I probably gotta, recovery and getting rest is a big part of, muscle growth or, getting in better shape after a workout, your body recovering. So I probably need to be getting rest. You see what I'm saying? I'm giving you a few metrics. Relationships. It's a lot of guys on my platform where you all say all the time, you just want an amazing relationship, man. You just want a girl, okay? Granted, you want a great relationship with a beautiful, loving, supportive, caring girl and affectionate, all of these things, okay? If you're gonna do that, you single. Do you actually start conversations and interact with women on a regular basis? Meaning, if you're gonna actually get a relationship, you actually have to get comfortable with communicating and talking to girls, okay? So if I'm gonna do that, I probably need to start actually starting a conversation, actually saying hello to a beautiful girl that I would date, get used to introducing myself, develop my conversational skills. What questions can I ask that, girls would actually go for that would start good conversations? I probably need to start actually inviting these girls that I actually end up introducing. If the vibe is right, I probably need to actually invite her to hang out with me, to grab some food, grab some drinks, whatever the case is. That's what the identity of somebody who's has a dating life or has a relationship would be doing. You gotta look at what you're doing and the things that you need to do to produce the results. If you want more money, you want to start a business, okay? How much time are you investing in developing and perfecting your craft, your skill, whatever the case is? If you have a business, do you have clients? Do you know how to get clients? What are you doing towards building clients? For people who want to be an artist, or it's a lot of people nowadays, you want a social media platform, okay? What would a person that has a popping social media platform have? Well, they probably are very charismatic. They probably worked on their talking skills, their communication skills. They probably feel comfortable on camera and communicating. They probably post content every day. They probably track what they're doing when they post. They may have invested in an editor, or they may have spent time editing their content on a day-to-day basis, regular basis, whatever the case is. I gave y'all a variety of different examples. If this doesn't relate, you can plug in whatever fits your goals and your lifestyle, your aspirations. You get my point. The next thing, you got to look at what you need to do. I call it consistent daily actions. You got to have a list of the things that you need to be doing on a day-to-day basis so that you can make sure that you're doing those things, because look, the actions and the process produce the results. That's literally it. Anybody that y'all look and y'all see that has an amazing lifestyle, they got their dream life, y'all be watching them on social media, on your phone, on TV, and it's like, damn, bro, I wish I had it going on like that. I wish I had my lifestyle like that. They didn't do it by accident. I promise you, they did not do it by accident. If you went and you got a chance to sit down with any of them and ask them, how did you do this? How did you make this happen? I promise you, none of them are going to be like, well, I don't know. It just happened. No, it was a system. What they did was accumulation. When you do these consistent daily actions, that's like laying a brick. If you lay a brick every day, eventually you'll have a brick wall. In this scenario, the brick wall is your dream life. Every day you lay a brick, which is those small little actions that you don't think is nothing. Look, and it may not be nothing. That first day, those first 2 days, that first week, and those 7 days, 5 days out of that week, you laying a brick, it ain't gonna seem like nothing. When you do that 5 times or 5 days. But tell me, what is that gonna look like after you've done it 30 days? After you've done it 90 days? After you've done it 180 days, half a year? After you've done it a year? After 3 years of doing that, what is that wall gonna look like then? From you just accumulating days, stacking days, weeks, months, years on this. Anybody that's created their dream life, you seeing a result of years of stacking bricks, them doing these small little different things. over and over. One of my coaches, one of my own coaches, I'll never forget it. He shared with me, he's big on the basketball recruiting, college basketball, NBA, women NBA, that whole scape. And one of his sons had a teammate, you know, he had an athlete that he trained. I'm gonna botch the story, but he was sharing with me that the kid got a chance, was playing on the same team as Bronny James, and got a chance to spend like 2 months or close to 2 months with the James family. And he was saying how it was so weird. LeBron does the same thing every single day. It was like weird. He was like, he literally did the same thing every day. That's what success is. Success is boring. I promise you, you look at any successful person and you will see it's just a build-up and accumulation of them doing the same consistent task that produce the results. That's it. So I'm not gonna harp on this much longer. I want y'all to understand how important it is, those daily actions and just being consistent, because that's what's gonna produce the result. It's just like watering a plant. Literally, you water that plant every day, eventually you're gonna have something. That's just basically all it is. And then the third thing, y'all bear with me because I had to look at my notes. I got sideswiped for a second. But yeah, and the last thing is just being consistent and having the right mindset. I've got this analogy. Look, with your dream life, you got to see it. First, I'm setting everything I said aside just for a second. You got to see yourself having it. Whatever it is you want, whatever lifestyle, you literally got to envision and see yourself having it, being that person, doing it, whatever it is you want to do. You got to envision that. Step number 2, you got to believe it. And I'm not talking about no BS believing it. That means like you got to believe it, just like same way how you place an Amazon order. I'm pretty sure if any of y'all are like me, when you place your Amazon order, you don't worry about if your order's coming. You know that date that it said, and even if it's delayed, you still know that order is coming. At some point, that order is gonna be at your door. You're gonna get that notification that your order's been delivered. Why don't you start looking at your dreams like that? Because that's really what it is. And what the fact is, once you place the order, which is putting it out there what you want, you just do your part. Just water it. Treat it like a plant. And that's the next thing I was going to say. Once you envision what it is you want, you got the belief system that you know you capable and you got this thing, you got to feed the belief. You got to feed the dream. It's like a plant. You got to water it daily. And then just trust. Because I'm telling you now, some of y'all are going to start. Take this. If you watch this video, you may go start. And after a week, after 2 weeks, after a month of not seeing anything, you're like, damn, what the fuck, man? This ain't working. And you're ready to quit. But understand, here's a disclaimer. Y'all have seen those products, those sales products, where they have the little small print stuff they don't want you to know that's included. I'm going to give you the little small print disclaimer. Once you get started with your dream life, whatever it is, especially if it's a big aspiration, you're going to have to do it and consistently without seeing results. And you're going to have to just keep going. And that's going to be one of the hardest things. But I tell you, I was never a gardener, but I've seen videos and I've seen things with gardening where people planted an apple seed or some type of seed for a fruit tree, an orange tree. I've never seen somebody plant a fruit tree, a fruit seed, and they were able to eat apples or oranges or whatever fruit the next day, the next week, the next month. They kept watering it. You're going to have to water that shit, and it may take months, it may take a year, it may take a few years, but you got to be consistent with watering your plant until you eat off of it and trust that, you know what, if I keep watering this plant, at some point I'm going to be able to eat. That's it. If you're able to do that and just stick in like all of the successful people that you've seen, I promise you can clock it like they say on the video or whatever. You can set your clock to it, take it to the bank. You're gonna get whatever it is you're trying to get to. You're gonna become who you wanna become. You're gonna have the things or the lifestyle or the relationship, whatever it is, the money, whatever it is you want, you're gonna have it. But you gotta do your part. Trust, envision what it is you want, be clear with what it is you wanna do, and make sure you consistently doing the things you need to do, and you'll be there. So I'm telling you, like I always tell y'all, fam, where you go and what you do in your life, it's literally 100% all on you. I promise you. And I see this all the time because it is. And you got it. Like, there is nothing that you cannot do if you have the right system and you do the right things that will produce that result. So it's on you. Look, that's all I got. If this found any value with you, if you found any value from this video, before you get out of here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and share this to somebody that you know that can benefit from this as well. And I also wanted to know if you resonated with this and you need help with creating a better life for yourself and you need guidance, I've got a community that I created to help people specifically for self-development and self-improvement. That information will be in the description. You can click that link in the description. And if it resonates with you, I'll see you inside. And I also offer one-on-one coaching opportunities as well. If you want more personalized coaching, where I can really walk you through this process of getting from where you are to where you want to get to in your life, I offer that as well. If that's something you're interested in, you can email me or you can DM me over on Instagram. All that information will be in the description. And I look forward to helping you and seeing each and every last one of you be the very best that you can be. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, peace and love.